So, what happens when a company bets its entire future on Bitcoin, and then the price of Bitcoin completely collapses? Well, today we're diving deep into the story of one company's massive, multi-billion-dollar gamble and its CEO who is just defiantly doubling down, even staring down a brutal market crash. Okay, so to really get what's going on here, you have to understand the bigger picture. The entire crypto market is in an absolute freefall. And we're not talking about a small dip either. This is more like a seismic shockwave, and it's testing the faith of even the most hardcore crypto believers. And right at the heart of our story is this company called Strategy. For them, the damage has been, well, it's been severe. Their stock price has just plummeted, down over 40% in only 3 months. I mean, for any company, a drop that fast is a huge flashing red light. So just imagine being in charge. This puts the company's leadership in an incredibly tough spot. When your single biggest bet, your all-in move, goes this wrong, this fast, what do? Do you cut your losses, or do you find a way to double down? You see, the problem is this classic double whammy. Strategy's fate is completely tied to Bitcoin's performance. So when Bitcoin takes a nosedive, and we're talking more than 50% off its peak down to a 16-month low, it's really no surprise that it drags Strategy's stock right down with it. So who's the mastermind behind this all-or-nothing strategy? Well, that would be Michael Saylor. And to really understand his mindset, you first have to grasp the absolutely colossal, just mind-boggling scale of the bet that he's made. Just look at this number. Over 714,000. That is how many individual Bitcoins this one company owns. To put that into perspective for you, that's almost 4% of all the Bitcoin that will ever exist. It's a stake so huge, it's almost hard to wrap your head around. And what's that worth in cold, hard cash? Even after this massive crash, we're still talking about roughly $49 billion. You have to understand this isn't just a small piece of their portfolio. Strategy essentially took their entire corporate treasury, the cash they keep on hand for operations and safety, and turned it into a vault for a single, super volatile asset. And let's be crystal clear about this. This isn't just some company dabbling in crypto. No, Strategize is, by a staggering margin, the largest corporate owner of Bitcoin on the entire planet. No other public company has even come close to making a bet this big. So how does the CEO Michael Saylor respond to all this market chaos? With this quote, "I expect we'll be buying Bitcoin every quarter forever." This isn't just, holding on through a tough time. It's a statement of absolute, unwavering conviction. He's literally looking at this crash as a buying opportunity. But, and this is a big but, this level of conviction runs headfirst into a very harsh financial reality. You see, buying this much Bitcoin wasn't cheap, and to do it, the company had to take on a massive amount of risk. And here's where that risk really comes into focus. Over $8 billion. That's the mountain of debt sitting on Strategy's balance sheet. And a whole lot of that money was borrowed for one reason and one reason only, to fund the company's relentless Bitcoin buying spree. This whole situation creates this real dangerous financial trap. Think about it. The value of the main thing you own is dropping like a rock, but the amount of money you owe the bank isn't changing one bit. You're getting squeezed from both sides, and let me tell you, Wall Street is watching this very, very closely. So the logical question then is, what's the escape plan? With prices falling and this huge debt hanging over your head, you'd assume the company would sell at least some of their Bitcoin to lower the risk, pay down some loans, and just kind of calm everyone's nerves, right? Well, Michael Saylor's answer to this crisis is anything but what you'd expect. In fact, his plan in the face of all this pressure is maybe even more audacious than the original decision to buy all that Bitcoin in the first place. So what's the plan? It's as simple as it is defiant. Step 1, never sell. Don't sell a single coin. Step 2, refinance. If a loan comes due, just borrow more money to pay it off. And step 3, keep buying more. That's it. It's a strategy of pure, unshakable conviction. And Saylor isn't just talking about getting through this current storm. He is publicly running through a worst-case scenario. He's saying that even if Bitcoin loses 90% of its value over the next 4 years, his plan is exactly the same. Just refinance the debt and keep going. So how can he be so confident that banks are just going to let him roll forward billions in debt? Well, his core belief is that Bitcoin's famous volatility is actually its greatest long-term strength. He's betting that it will always bounce back, And because of that, it will always have value and always be seen as good collateral for loans. And this all leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? Is Michael Saylor a visionary genius who sees a digital future that the rest of us just can't quite see yet? Or is he the captain of a historic, reckless gamble that's about to go down in flames? For now, the entire financial world is watching to see how this incredible bet plays out.